2, 1.
Welcome to. Sorry, you shouldn't have done that.
I shouldn't have. All right.
You gotta rub it.
All right.
Can you taste it?
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Core Sports Center. I'm your host, Hunter Sparks. I'm your co-host, Piedmont Noah Johnson.
Oh, I look like Santa. All right. Get it back in there. Rub it in. Yeah. All right. All right. Give it up for yourselves again.
I just started it.
Now, Ashton, get over there. Where?
He's not in this yet. Y'all are just gonna ask the question. There we go.
Are you going to edit
All
all
right.
this?
Yes. Good. We're good. Keep the camera. We're good. Ashley, thanks for coming. Hey guys, welcome to our Tuesday checkup for this week. This is the third week we've done it. I have a question for you. How are you loving others? Take a minute, think about it. How are you loving others? And I want to share this verse with you. This is 1 John 3:18. It says, "Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth." So don't let your love be all talk. So I kind of want to rephrase that question. How are you helping people? Now you may think, well, Quentin, who can I help? We're on quarantine. We're all in our homes. Well, let's start there. What about your parents? How can you help your parents? How can you help your siblings? Is there a room you can clean? Is there dishes you can wash? How about showing them respect during this time? Maybe they're worried. Maybe they're frustrated. Maybe they're going through a rough time with all of this. You know, how are you helping them? How are you showing them love? All right? You can do it in practical ways. Well, what about, is there elderly people, maybe your neighbors or somebody that, you know, their life has been impacted because of this. Maybe they're scared to go outside. Is there a way you could help them? Could you cut their grass? Could you help them in some other way, deliver something to them? Could you call them on the phone, keep them company? What about your friends? You know, do you have friends that need hope right now? You know, I guarantee you there are so many people that we don't even know they're needing hope right now in a bad way. They just need somebody tell them what good is there. And for a child of God, we have something good to share. Jesus is still in control. Jesus has power over the coronavirus. And he has power to save our lives eternally, not just here and now. Can we share that? Yeah, we can. We can share that. So don't wait for the opportunity to come to you. The Bible says to go. It says go. And all of those opportunities are things that you can do. Go and do those things. All right, because when you live out the gospel, other people believe you when you share it. That's a true statement right there. Usually people don't believe you unless you put some action behind it. And that's exactly what that verse says. Don't love with words or speech, but do it with actions and in truth. If you will live it out, people will believe what you say. Now, I have something right here. This is an old flip phone, okay? If you see it right there, I'll put it up. Yeah, it's old. And some of you may be younger than this phone. I don't know. This was the first phone I got when I was about 13 years old. Now, the funny thing about when I got this phone, no internet access. Okay, first off, that's not even a thing. You had to plug into the phone to get internet, like a landline, not like a cell phone. Okay, but this thing didn't have internet, but I'll tell you what, I was the coolest kid. Not really, but check this out. full keyboard. That's a nice phone right there. All right. Anyways, I had this phone, and when we first got this phone, it was not unlimited anything. I had unlimited calls, but I had 150 texts a month. Now, that meant that every text I sent, I kept up with it. I counted them on the calculator and kept up with how many texts that I sent out. 150 is not a lot for a teenage boy. Okay, I had to reserve my text for the people that I liked most. Somebody texted me and I didn't care. I just shut it down real fast. I had to conserve my texts. But when I got saved at 14 years old, one thing I started doing was praying, God, what can I do? I'm just 14. What do I have to offer? And as I was praying, I got to thinking about my phone. And about when I was 14, 15 years old, we upgraded our plan and got unlimited text. And it was like God said, listen, you have unlimited text. How are you going to use that for my kingdom? And I thought about it. And I got about 10 friends. And I made a group on my phone. And I sent out each morning a verse with a little bit of an encouragement behind it. In 2 years, I had over 50 people that I was texting and sending a verse in the morning to encourage them, to share hope with them. And just think, that just started with me praying, God, what can I do? 14 years old, 15 years old, what can I do? Can I tell you something? A child of God is never without an opportunity. You know, think about Paul. He wrote half the New Testament from a jail cell. Talk about someone that didn't have opportunity. He made an opportunity. And you can make an opportunity too. Maybe you can make masks during this time. Maybe you can cut grass. Maybe you can phone call somebody. Maybe you can text a friend. Whatever it is, use social media. Make a video of your testimony. Get that hope out there by telling them what Jesus has done for them and what he can do in their life if they would just accept him and put their trust in him. All right, maybe you could write letters. I know that's going old school, but maybe you can do that. Maybe you can clean the house. Listen, if you will pray and ask God to show you the opportunity, he will. You have more opportunity than you know right now, and of all the times to show God's love, now is the time you need to do it. Believers don't take breaks. Believers step up to the plate. How can you step up? How will you step up this week and share hope with somebody? To share God's love in a real way. Listen, God has an opportunity. Now go do it. Alright, Hunter, end the show.
Was you really videoing that? This is Hunter Sparks, your host, and Noah Johnson, co-host. Due to time constraints, we move ahead in our action.